eBay, Facebook Marketplace, people are going to make thousands of dollars drop shipping on these marketplaces in Q4. And if you've never sold during Q4, you may feel like you're not prepared or afraid that you're gonna miss out on this huge opportunity. So in this video, I'm going to call some professional drop shippers and experts to teach you how to prepare for Q4. Patryk, man, how you doing?
Good. How's it going, Paul?
Hey, what's up, Nahar? Daniel, what's up, man? Thanks for jumping on the call. Good. I need some help from you. So what? First of all, it's better. Now we match. So that's first of all. Second of all, had a question for you, if you don't mind. A lot of people want to know, people at home, they want some tips for Q4. Tips for Q4. What can you tell people to help them prepare and get ready for Q4? How they can prepare for Q4. I know you have some great advice for people. Can you give the people some gold here? So I said I would reach out to some of my dropshipping friends. Can you give the people some help, how they can get ready for Q4 and what they need to know about it?
Great question. Definitely. Yes. So I have prepared something special, I would say. For me, for example, the biggest problem with dropshipping in general, not this doesn't even apply to Q4, but it's going to apply for general dropshipping, but especially during Q4 where it's a short period of time, right? So you want to use it as much as you can and you want to maximize your potential profit. So for me, I try to list specific numbers of listing a day. When you're new, you can probably do like 10 a day or something. If you are a little bit more advanced, you can do like 20, 50, I don't know, whatever your number is. And I have this like a accountability spreadsheet that I use. So this spreadsheet allows me to track how many listings I listed a day. And that way I can stay accountable that, I listed those listings actually. And I can share this with my VA too. And I can tell them, hey, can you guys, whenever you post that many listings, can you mark it so I know you've done your job?
So the first thing I want to say is something that I didn't do in the past. And this is just getting help, right? And hiring, whether it's VAs, if you can, right? Because not everybody, can hire VAs or multiple VAs in the beginning. But if you can, I highly recommend that you do. And if for those that may not be able to hire one right now because you're just starting out, just make it a family affair. Ask your spouse, your brother, your sister, anyone that can help you to get more hands on deck when it comes to Q4 is really going to go a long way. The other thing that has also, bit me in the past has been, not being prepared when items go out of stock. What I recommend here is that you want to be able to source products, but you can find them across like different suppliers. So don't pigeonhole yourself. Let's say you found something that's really doing amazing, but you could only find it on Amazon. So the moment that goes out of stock, then it's going to be an issue. So you want to find products that you can find on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, other, maybe more obscure websites if it's something that you're doing that is not one of the traditional ones. But you want to find good backups so that, you kind of minimize the risk of going out of stock and having to cancel orders.
First of all, you have to be ready in terms of logistics. Now, of course, we are drop shipping and we're not holding an inventory, but there are other risks involved with logistics when we're drop shipping. And it's actually with our suppliers, because throughout the Q4 there is higher volume of sales, there is more items go out of stock, and we have to be ready for it. We should use a repricer that can monitor our items as fast as possible on hourly base. I also suggest to use automated ordering, or just instead of processing order once a day, you process orders 3 times or even 4 times per day. And you do it because you just don't want to take the risk that you sold an item and then a few hours later there is no more stock.
Q4 is a crazy time. Anyone who's in a dropshipping business knows that during Q4, it's super hectic and you're going to see order volume like you've never seen before. My best advice during this crazy time is to just be prepared for the high levels of order volume. So that means you're going to see a lot of customers messaging you, asking you, where's their package? Can I return this? Can I exchange this? So you need to provide really high levels of customer service during this time. Just like, with retail, you're going to see a lot of angry customers. And unfortunately, that's, part of the business that we're in. During this time, always keep your seller metrics up. That includes making sure you have tracking for everything, making sure you're responding to customers on time, not shipping items late. I know that can be hard because you're going to have some retailers that you dropship from who are going to ship items late. So you need to make sure you're telling your customers that, hey, we have some shipment delays, and hopefully they'll be willing to wait and be patient with you.
The third thing I would recommend would be to get some kind of third-party provider that can provide you with tracking information. Because what happens sometimes is during this very holiday seasons, tracking information might get delayed from your supplier. So you might not get tracking numbers as quickly as you're used to. So a service provider like Track Taco, which is the one that I use, can be very helpful. And actually it's very cheap. You can get, hundreds of tracking numbers for just a few dollars. So it's a very, good investment, and something I would really encourage you to do.
There are all these holidays like Halloween and Thanksgiving and specific products you can sell through this time. If you're shipping from local suppliers, you can sell the products, till a week before, even 5 days before the holiday. If you're working with Chinese suppliers, shipping internationally, long time shippings, then you need to take in consideration that selling Halloween products a week before can cause problems because your customers will not receive the product on time. So two things you can do about it. First of all, you can update your description, your policies. You can add manually into the description that because it's holidays, there may be delays, there may be things, maybe there may be some issues, and you will let your customers know in advance. Second thing, you can start and list products already from now to all those holidays, include Christmas. Christmas, it's more broad because anything can be a gift, right? So what I suggest you to do is to, try to be creative and think, okay, which gift you would like to receive, what your friends or family like to receive, and try to go on through the unusual niches. Why? Because if you go to sell Christmas decoration, everyone tries to sell it, prices are very low. You can still sell it and it can still work, but this is not where you will find high profit margins. But Nautica, for instance, people who like Nautica, there's those niches, there are people likes animals, there are people likes Nautica, there are people likes all these different things, sometimes even weird things. This is where you can find profit because the supply on eBay is not high. I can say that one of my profitable niches were the Nautica, all these boats, equipment, or even just these wooden boats or these clocks, wall clock, where you have all these signs and all these things from the sailing and all of it. And I made a lot of profit on it because I could bring so much private labels from Walmart, Amazon, and all these suppliers into eBay and Facebook Marketplace. And there was not too many people offering this product on eBay. So, go wide, try different things, and you will see what works. And once you see something start to work for you, and this is actually a third tip I add on top of it, scale it. So what happened to me with the Nautica, I listed 2 products, it worked well. I went back to my supplier, I brought another 20-30 products from the same niche, because this way you use the data of one title, of one successful product, and you duplicate it into more similar products or more niche products, and you increase your profit. It's also give you, by the way, the flexibility to sell products for higher profit because you bring something new and you don't need to be cheaper than a competitor that not exists.
Decorations and toys are always a good category, for me at least. Christmas is around the corner, so toys are super popular. We have Halloween and obviously Christmas as well for decorations. So, definitely try to list more in those categories because you will see an uptake in sales. So that's about it.
And the last thing I would say about this to get you ready for Q4 would be to double down on your customer service because it's going to go a long way. Communicate with the customer, message them after the sale to make sure everything is all right. Double check if they provided the right address because sometimes, it's a busy season, people are distracted. Maybe they gave you the wrong address. Just those little things can go a long way in you having a very successful Q4 this year. So that's what will be my recommendations.
This is the template, and Paul agreed to share the link to this template, and it's free. There's nothing, no email opt-in, nothing attached to it. You can use it. You can do whatever you want with it. The idea here is that, let's say this is a day one. Maybe let me go to a fresh spreadsheet. So let's say this is the day one, right, of my goal, and I want to list at least 5 listings a day. I'm gonna mark it, okay? On day 2, I mark another 5 listings, but maybe you wanna increase that to 10. So you can just mark it that day, you listed 10 listings. You can set up custom goals. So let's say if you wanna add a custom goal, you can just add another tab and then say list 50 products, okay? And every day you list these products, you just mark it, and that way at the bottom it shows you your percentage achieved, how much you achieved of your goal. It looks nice at the end of the month where you compare the spreadsheet and your sheet, you can see, wow, I actually completed 100% of my goal. My biggest tip for Q4, list consistently, because that's gonna be a big factor. It's gonna help you get more views, more sales. And this spreadsheet, it's like easy fix to track your listing habits. So it helps me, and I'm sure it's going to help some other people.
It's going to mean that you're busy, but I mean, it is such a huge opportunity. You can't pass it up, right?
No, you can't pass it up. And this is really where I've always made most of my money, has been these last 3 months. It's an opportunity that just comes around once a year. So if you can execute it and you can get it right, you're going to be in a much better position than other dropshippers who might fumble it, but you'll be prepared and you'll reap the benefits.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, anytime. You're welcome.
Solid advice. I love it. Sounds like I got a lot of work to do. So I'm going to start listing up some products. Appreciate your time, man.
Ciao. See you later.
Awesome. Well, Patryk agreed to let me share this with you guys. So I'll have it linked up down below along with his YouTube channel. Thanks, Patryk. Appreciate it, man.
Of course.
If you like this video and want a beginner tutorial on how to dropship onto eBay, then check out this video right here. I'll see you there in just 1 second.